Life is full of challenges, and it's natural to encounter problems along the way. But the real question is, how do you react when faced with adversity? If your initial response tends to be asking, "Why is this happening to me? This always happens to me," or searching for someone to blame, you might be caught in the grip of a victim mentality. Whether it has become a habitual reaction or is subtly influencing specific areas of your life, this video is for you. In today's episode, we'll delve into the 5 effective strategies to overcome the victim mentality. Make sure to stick around till the end because the last 2 tips we're about to share are absolute game changers, setting those winning in life apart from the rest. Now, without further ado, let's dive right in. Tip number 1, find closure for past wounds. Just a brief introduction for those who are new to the term victim mentality, also known as victim mindset, refers to a psychological state in which an individual perceives themselves as a constant victim of negative circumstances and external forces. Those with a victim mentality often attribute their difficulties to external factors, feeling helpless and lacking control over their own life. The victim mentality often stems from a sense of powerlessness rooted in past traumas. It's not uncommon for lingering pain from the past to shape our perception of ourselves and the world around us. When left unaddressed, these unresolved issues can subtly influence our thoughts, behaviors, and overall outlook on life. When we carry the weight of unresolved hurts, it becomes challenging to break free from the cycle of constantly feeling like a victim of circumstances. This mindset doesn't just impact personal growth, but also affects relationships and hinders the pursuit of your goals. But here's the game changer. Find closure on past hurts. Decide today to take control of your narrative, to not let the past traumas define you. Whether it's through self-reflection, seeking support from loved ones, or professional therapy, it's important to break free from these past wounds to reclaim control over your life. Instead of allowing past hurts to dictate your story, you become the creator of your narrative. Getting closure on past hurts is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it's a courageous step towards healing and personal empowerment. Remember, my dear friends, you have the power to redefine your story, and it starts with a conscious decision to no longer let past traumas be the narrative of your life. Be the creator of your journey and embrace the freedom that comes with it. Tip number 2, learn to give. Embracing a mindset of giving can serve as a powerful antidote for breaking free from the victim mentality. The victim mindset often comes with feelings of powerlessness in the face of life's challenges. Individuals trapped in this cycle tend to perceive themselves as passive recipients of negative circumstances. But the real magic happens when we start engaging in the act of giving. When we give, whether through kindness, support, or practical help, a profound mindset shift occurs. Instead of viewing ourselves as powerless recipients, we start stepping into a position of empowerment. Giving becomes a declaration of control, a conscious choice to influence the world positively. The act of giving transcends the limitations of a victim mindset. It fosters a sense of control over our actions and the ability to impact the lives of others positively. In the process, we redefine our narrative from one of passivity to one of active contribution. This shift in perspective not only benefits those receiving our generosity, but also liberates us from the constraining beliefs of victimhood. Furthermore, the joy derived from giving reinforces a positive cycle. As we experience the uplifting effects of contributing to the well-being of others, it becomes a powerful tool for breaking free from the mental constraints of victimhood. Ultimately, the act of giving empowers us to rewrite our story, fostering resilience and cultivating a sense of purpose that rises above the limitations imposed by a victim mentality. Hey, do you like what you're learning so far? If yes, hit the subscribe button so that more people will discover this video and benefit from it. Alright, now the third tip to break free from the victim mindset is to surround yourself with the right people. The individuals you surround yourself with can either be your greatest allies in breaking free from a victim mentality or the anchors that keep you trapped in the same negative loop. There's a saying that your net worth is reflected in your network, and there's some truth to it. The people around us shape the way we think and perceive the world. Now, if you are constantly surrounded by those who see themselves as victims of circumstance, it's like a contagious mindset that infects your own. The more you immerse yourself in that victim mentality, the more you start believing in your powerlessness and drowning in negativity. But here's the game changer. Surround yourself with the right people and watch how your life changes. Seek out those who uplift, inspire, and radiate positivity. When you're surrounded by people who believe in growth, resilience, and breaking free from limitations, you start shedding that victim mindset like old skin. So choose your circle wisely. They're not just friends, they are your mindset influencers. Surround yourself with those who empower you, and watch as you begin to break free from the chains of victimhood, stepping into a world of strength, positivity, and limitless possibilities. Your social circle can be the key to unlocking a mindset that propels you forward rather than keeping you stuck in the same old story. Hey, are you still with us? The next two tips we're going to be sharing are extremely important, as these are exactly the tips adopted by those who are so successful in life. So make sure to watch until the end. Alright, tip number 4, ask the right question. Very often, those stuck in a victim mindset find themselves trapped in a loop of asking, why me? Or who is to blame? It's natural to seek understanding and at times to vent. However, if we get too tangled in these questions, we end up stuck in a problem, further intensifying the victim mentality. And the worst part, the problems stay unresolved. Well, it's perfectly fine to let off steam, but hanging out in that space for too long isn't helpful. We need to pick ourselves up and move forward. And here's the game-changing tip. Shift your question from why is this happening to me or whose fault is this to what do I need to do now? Asking what do I need to do now instantly redirects our focus towards solving the problem and looking ahead, breaking us free from being stuck in the unchangeable past. It's a proactive stance that empowers us to take charge of our circumstances. Instead of lingering on the problem, we are propelled towards solutions, embracing a mindset that transcends victimhood and propels us into a future where we have the power to shape our narrative. So remember, my dear friends, ask the right question. Now, here comes our final tip. Evaluate the problem and implement preventive measures. Most of the time, those trapped in a victim mindset tend to ask, why does this keep happening to me? Well, because it does keep happening to them. Why? The answer lies partly in their tendency to focus on self-pity rather than learning from past experiences. The vicious cycle persists because without a proactive shift in mindset and approach, history will only repeat itself. In tip number 4, we emphasize the importance of directing attention towards solving the problem. Building upon this, the final tip stresses an additional step, taking action to prevent the recurrence of the same issue. This step involves a thorough evaluation of the problem, delving into what went wrong. Now, here lies a crucial difference. Individuals with a victim mentality tend to look back at a problem but with a focus on finding someone to blame while avoiding personal responsibility at all costs. To break free from this cycle, it's indeed essential to look back at a problem but with a different focus. Instead of fixating on assigning blame, the emphasis should shift to determining what can be done to prevent the same thing from happening again. It's a practical, forward-thinking approach that transcends the victim mindset. By adopting this mindset, individuals not only actively contribute to solving problems, but also proactively shape a future free from recurring challenges. It's about learning from the past, not for self-pity, but for genuine personal growth and empowerment. If you want to learn more about how to approach life with a proactive attitude, check out our next video on how to be proactive. See ya!